Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a book haul because I have a couple of books that I've accumulated over the last couple of weeks, so I decided to show you guys. The first couple of books I bought brand new, and some of them I've already read, and then I have a couple of books that I bought at a thrift store. So I'll start with the books I've already read. The first book I have is The Protector by Jodi Ellen Malpaz, I'm not sure. And this is an adult romance, and if you saw my last video, which was September new book releases, you guys know how excited I am for this. I've already read it, and I read it yesterday, and I liked it, but I didn't love it as much as I thought I would. And this is an adult romance that follows a troubled heiress who falls in love with her bodyguard, and it was great. And the next book I have is Change of Heart by Nicole Jacqueline, and this is the second book in her foster, I don't know what the series is called, I can't remember, but the first book was Unbreak My Heart, and that came out earlier this year, and I read it and really enjoyed it, so I thought I would pick up the second book. And these books are companions, so you don't have to read the first book to read this one, or vice versa. And I actually read this last night. I stayed up I think till like 3 in the morning reading this. It was so good. I loved it so much. I didn't like the first one that much, and this one just like blew me away. It was so much better than the first book. And this follows like two characters who have been sort of childhood friends, and they take their relationship to the next level. And it's super emotional, and I just really loved it, and you should go read it. You need to read this. And the next book I have is Working Move by Serena Bowen, and this is a adult romance that follows, it's like a second chance romance, second chance love story. It's about two characters that were a couple in high school, and then they broke up, and now I think like 6 years later, the two main characters reunite, and it has hockey in it, and it was just fantastic. I read an arc of this in August, and I really enjoyed it, and I had to pick up my own copy because I really liked it, and I want to reread it. And even though I know a lot of people don't like mass market paperbacks, but I actually really like them. They're easy to travel with. You can bring them anywhere with you. I actually really enjoy them. I don't care if I wreck the spine, because whatever, but yeah. And the next couple of books I haven't read yet, but I'm really excited to. The first one is Cherry by Lindsay Rosen, and this is a young adult contemporary about a group of girls who make a sex pact. So they decide that they're gonna all lose their virginity, and I've heard really great things about this. I've heard that it's super positive and like super sex positive, and it deals with the subject matter very well, and I feel like we need that more in young adults, so I'm really excited, and I really hope that it is what I want it to be, if you know what I mean. I also really love this cover. I think it's really cute, and the spine is pretty. What does it look like naked? Ooh, super pink. Yes. The next book I have is My Lady Jane by Cynthia Han, Brody Ashton, and Jodie Meadows. This is a young adult historical fiction / fantasy, I think. I think there's a few fantasy elements in here. But this follows kind of like a retelling-ish of Lady Jane Grey, who was queen, I think, for like a couple of days, and then she was executed, I think. And I'm really excited. I've read 3 of Cynthia Han's books, 3 of Brody Ashton's books, and I think only 1 book by Jodie Meadows, but I'm very curious to see how they all write together, and if I end up liking it. It also has daggled edges, which is so cool, and my gosh, it has like a horse. That is so cute. Yeah, I've heard really good things about this, that it's really funny and that there's like a shape-shifting element in here. I don't know, I'm curious to read this. The next book I have is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And I bought this at Walmart for like 40% off. And I actually haven't read Harry Potter yet. I've read the first 3 and then I just never continued on. That was like, I think like 8 years ago. It was a really long time. So I'll talk more about it in my next video because it has to do with Harry Potter. But I decided to pick this up because I don't think I'm ever going to find it cheap-ish again. So I figured I would just buy it now, wait till I read Harry Potter, and then read this after. I've heard some people really love this and some people really hate it. But I'm curious to see where I stand on it when or after I read Harry Potter. And what does it look like naked? Ooh, I like this like orangey beige color, nude color. It's kind of cute. Ooh. It's pretty, 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 pretty. The next couple of books I picked up at a thrift store, and if you follow me on Bookstagram, which you should, it'll be linked down below. You know that I have a recent obsession with going to a thrift store and looking for used books. I never really used to be into buying used books because I thought it was weird, but I think I watched Books and Lala, I think is her channel name, and she talked about how she went to like Value Village for a lot of her, sorry, I thought my battery died or something. And she was talking about how she goes to Value Village a lot to look for used books, and I never really thought about it, and then I went and I've been finding so many great books. So the first book I have is The Black Dagger Brotherhood, an Insider's Guide by J.R. Worth. This is just like something extra for the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. It includes like a novella in here, some deleted scenes, a Q&A, like all that kind of stuff. So I've just kind of already flipped through it. It's not something that you have to read back to back. But the Black Dagger Brotherhood series is like an adult urban fantasy paranormal series about vampires. And that series has like, I think like 15 books, and I read them all. And so I was really excited to find this for $5. I mean, I wasn't going to buy it for normal price because it's just kind of like a random like extra book. So I'm really happy I found it though. The next book I have is Tarnished by Catherine Longshore, and this is a young adult historical fiction about Anne Boleyn, I think, and King Henry. I am super fascinated with the Tudor era, Tudor dynasty, so I'm really excited to read this. I really haven't heard a lot about it, but I mean, I found it for $5 at the thrift store for hardcover, so I can't really go wrong. It's just purple. The next book I have is Freud of the Exiles by Melina Marchetta, I'm not sure. And this is the second book in her what is the series called? Lumetry Chronicles, I think. I haven't even read book 1. I don't even own book 1, but it was at the thrift store and I decided to just grab it because I'm never going to find it there again. And this is like a fantasy that each book follows a different character, but like all of the characters intertwine in some way, I think. I've heard really good things about this series and the author as well, so I really hope I like it, and I need to find book 1 first. And the last book I have is Tiger's Curse by Colleen Hook. This is the first book in the Tiger saga. This is really, really heavy as well. It's hardcover. I don't even know what this is about. It's a young adult fantasy. I've heard mixed things about this. I think there's a love triangle in here, which I'm not really keen on, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not really the biggest fantasy reader, but I mean, this was, oh my my gosh. It is so shiny. There was a lot of buzz about this when I think it first came out in like 2013 or something. So I don't know. I'm gonna read it and we'll see. And those are all the books I have to show you guys today. I hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!